Have you ever wondered how they get those cool stats up in the corner, right? Magic button there. I'm going to show you how you can get that going on your screen with the program that you need and how to set it up. And we're going to start it right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ding that bell so you get notifications when new videos go live. I do videos here every week, and they're based on tutorials or whatever's happening in the tech world. So today we're looking at the MSI Afterburner. It's a program that's used primarily to overclock your graphics card. I did a video on this previously. I'll put that card at the end of the video if you want to see some of the steps involved. You'll see me make some modifications to the program today, but nothing that's going to be super in-depth. As you can see, we have three different types of programs: MSI Afterburner, MSI Afterburner app for Android, and the MSI Afterburner remote server. Today, we're primarily going to be focusing just on MSI Afterburner for your computer, and we're going to select the download version, not the beta. I've never had any problems with the beta, but I feel more comfortable sharing just the traditional download steps. That way you won't run into any obstacles with the software being unstable. So I'm going to speed up some of the process here. I'm sure you're all familiar on how to download a particular file. The link to the website I'm going to put in the description down below. I'm going to slow the video back down to normal speed when we get to a specific spot, because I want you to pay close attention to exactly what you're going to do here so you don't lose out on having the opportunity to have the on-screen display. Okay, we're here. You're going to see two options here. One you can't do anything with, which is the MSI Afterburner. The second one is RivaTuner Statistics. This you have to download. If you choose not to download this, you won't have the on-screen display. So don't uncheck the box, just click next and continue on with the process. Now that we have everything loaded, let's go ahead and open up the MSI program and we'll take a look at some of the settings in here. You're going to see there's quite a few things that are familiar. Same type of options that are in the EBGA program, where you can set your temperature, set the clock speed, set the memory. You can adjust it based on what type of card you have. For me, I know all the settings that I normally run on my card. So I just go ahead, plug the numbers in, hit the enter key, and then once I have all the numbers in there that I want, I go ahead and hit the check mark, save everything where it is. I just want to tell you, you can't have both of those programs running at the same time. So it's good that once you overclock your card in EBGA program, Precision X, that you just save those settings. Now, if you don't have that program or haven't downloaded that program, you can click on this icon up in the top left-hand corner that says OC with a question mark, and MSI Afterburner will automatically overclock it for you. This is the settings menu, and it's pretty robust. In the section, we're going to make sure that we're using one specific setting within here, which is the graphics processor. Make sure you're just selecting your card, because if you have an onboard graphics card, it might cause a problem. So just make sure you're selecting the right one. Next section we're going to take a look at is the on-screen. I didn't do the control F12 in here, but where it's highlighted right now, that's where you would do that, so you can toggle it on and off. You definitely want to turn off the show on-screen display on capture screenshots, so that way it's not showing all the time. Anytime you make a change, hit the apply. Now we're going to go into the section where all of that stuff on the screen is selected and shown. There are a ton of options in here. Like, it will literally give you down to the single processor, what the memory is, what the speed is for a particular core, What I normally do in these situations is I just select the ones that I really want to use. Once I have one highlighted, I make sure I select so it's in the properties that it shows in the on-screen display. And I just scroll down the list and I select the ones that I want on the display and just make sure that it's the right one. With the CPUs, I take the summary one instead of each individual CPU. Same thing with the temperature, because it's just a lot of information to have up on the screen. Trust me, I've seen it, and it's like a laundry list that runs all the ways down to the bottom of your screen, and it's not the look that you want to have. Now, the funny part about this is when you get all the ways to the bottom, the one thing that you really want, which is frame rates, isn't checked. So make sure that when you highlight that it does have a check mark next to it. And for me, when I do these, it automatically will give you the text. But what I do is I go to the drop down menu and do text and graph, so that way you get that little line that goes across the screen. It's cool to look at. I don't know if it's something you want, but the option is there. And now we'll just speed up through unchecking all these other items. You don't have to, but I just don't want to bog any of the processor down doing anything it has to do. Now, you can move these around. It's a simple drop and drag. Just click on it, drag it to wherever you want it to be. However you sort it in this menu is how it's going to display on the screen for you. Now, you can change the names on these as well. Sometimes it'll show, sometimes it won't. I've noticed this with RivaTuner. It can be a little quirky and buggy at times. I would also recommend you restart your system once you do this download. That's where that toggle on off is that I didn't show you earlier how to do, but you just click on the box, hit whatever two keys you want. I usually do Control F12, so that way it's not interfering with anything. Now you want to go down to the bottom right hand corner and open up RivaTuner. A lot of options in here as well. Main thing you want to look at is where you want the display. You can, once again, drop and drag that around. Just click on it, put it wherever you want it to. The other thing that you want to personalize, if you want to, is the color and the size. I leave it at orange. I think it works fine, but if you want a bigger display, you just slide the bar back and forth, and you can click on and change the font. Now that we got this set up, let's open up a game and see how it looks like. And there you have it. Right up in the top left-hand corner where I wanted it. And it's got all the settings in there that we wanted to have. Now, if you notice, the numbers are constantly changing, and it really depends on the game. It depends on the scenes I'm looking at, the action that's in the scene, and what have you. But this is how you can control this, and this is how you can watch exactly what's happening if you want to. Remember the Control F12 that I was talking about earlier? This is where this will come in handy, because if you don't want to have it on the screen anymore, you just hit Control F12 and it's gone. Now it's gone. Oh, by the way, if you haven't played The Forest, awesome game. Highly recommend you play it. It's one of those survival horror type things, but it's really not horror, but it's a good game. But F12, can turn it right back on. And that's how you can have the on-screen display for frames per second or CPU usage. Hey everyone, did you like that video? If so, please hit that like button so I can continue to make content that I know you want to see. Hit that subscribe and ding that notification so you know when new videos go live. Make sure to follow me on all my social media accounts, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.